Tim Kiefer, MIBT. Well, we're well into the 2025 playoffs. I want to congratulate everybody who's working deep into the postseason. It truly is an honor. It's earned. I got to work a couple of postseason games here in Arizona, but I miss working football. I haven't worked football in a week or two, and I'm already starting to get the football jitters. That's why I got to go do basketball. I got to fill the gap somehow. But there are some plays. I mean, this is when the expectations for us as officials start to increase because the scrutiny is high. Is the scrutiny always high? Yes, but it gets way more intense as we move further in the playoffs, and especially state final games, state championship games. Our officiating is forefront, and unfortunately, a lot more scrutiny to it as well. But I've got a couple plays from the Illinois state final 3A game from this past weekend. And it's weird, in Illinois, they had a big snowstorm, so they had to move some of their games around. But this was a game that happened, and there's some interesting plays. So we're going to go to our first play, and this is one of those I like to call kudos plays. You know, Bill Lamagna likes to use the word, we'll give him kudos. Well, this is definitely a kudos play because look at the score. It's 50-56, 29 seconds, the team is down, they got to score. Watch this play. It's going to happen up here at the top. You can see number 3 dumps it off, and our official who's at the goal line rules this as an incomplete pass. Now, let me tell you, a lot of you are going to look at that and go, man, are you sure that was an incomplete pass? Well, let me take you to this shot, okay? Here's this shot. Look at that. Look at where our official is. Look at where the ball is. Look at the foot. You know what? It looks like the toe is out of bounds. This is a extremely difficult call. This call, I mean, we could talk about mechanics. You know, it's good to talk about mechanics, and going back to and looking at the play again, let's look at the mechanics of the official on the play. Moves to the pylon. Now, would we like that official to be a little bit further towards the G and moving back? Absolutely. It's just going to give you a better position, because when you have a play like this play is coming up on you. It's blowing up on you. Right there, what are you looking at? That's where we start to wonder, are you going to get a call like this right now? If you're back further towards that G, you're going to get a better look at this. But we can see our official does pivot out and makes the call right away. So he obviously had enough of a look of it to get it right. Because going back now to the second angle here, you can see if we're back a little bit, we may not have to move and we're going to get a nice shot. Now, did he get lucky? Did he not? It doesn't matter. This was the correct call. I give this official a lot of credit for making this call in this situation. It's definitely a tough call to make. Put ourselves in better position next time so that way we're not diving out of the way, so that way we make sure we get a call like this right when it really matters. All right, so then a couple plays later, the same game, this kind of goes into this. I got asked a question about this play. You can see there's 21 seconds left. It's 3rd and goal. So I just wonder, what's going on here by the defense. Actually, I know what's going on by the defense. I want you to concentrate on the defense. See what they do. Now, remember, this is 21 seconds to go in the game. They may have done this earlier in the game. I can't remember 100%, but watch what the defense does. Watch what the linebackers do. This is one of those where they got the offense to jump. Now, is the defense allowed to shift in high school football? Absolutely. Do they shift laterally? But is this a concerted effort? Does the linebacker do something to cause the offense to false start? This is a complete judgment call. If you believe, and you can't hear the audio, if there was cadence being done by the defense to cause and the movement to cause the offense to false start. Remember, the defense cannot do that. Disconcerting signals. We can't have that in high school football. Now, this is one of those borderline ones. I would have liked to have been down on the field to hear what actually happened. I would have liked to have been there the whole game to see what they were doing, to see if this is something that was going on, from the beginning and they were shifting like this. Now the offense, if they've been doing this all game, this isn't disconcerting then. But if this just came out at that point to push them a little further back, I don't know. That's something we might want to discuss. We might want to consider. This one, the linebacker, that's the one that does kind of jump out at me as making this suspect for me. The lineman moving around, it makes it suspect too. Would I call it in this particular case? I would have to be there. I would want to hear what was said. I would want to hear if there was a cadence, if something, I would want to see that before I'm actually going to say, no, we're going to put this one on the defense. I'd be interested to hear what you think. A lot of people out there, does this one go on the defense? Is this one of those where, hey, they're trying to do it, or is it just a football play? So I'm going to keep trying to do as many of these as I can throughout the year because, training doesn't stop. Just because my season's over, just because your season may be over, may even be continuing on too, we want to be the best of the best here. Make sure you subscribe, you do all that fun stuff. Hit the like button so that way you will never miss a training opportunity right here at MIBT.